Oh, CM Punk is just so cocky with that little smile of his. I mean, it makes me sick. How can you bite the hand that feeds you? Mr. McMahon has done everything to make Punk happy, and now he wants to lead with the WWE Championship, which was created by Vince Sr.
Who will ever forget 1997 Survivor Series? Mr. McMahon was forced to screw Bret Hart out of the WWE title because he feared the Hitman would leave the company with the title and bring it to WCW.
Well, that is just what Mr. McMahon will go through to keep the title here, which is why Mr. McMahon wants to get Punk under contract, and Punk still refuses to sign.
Luckily, King, for Mr. McMahon, he's got one last resort.
What's that?
John Cena. If anybody can prevent the WWE title from leaving the company, it's Cena.
John Cena with the offense.
Oh, the punch connects. He gets out of trouble there.
Cena with a textbook counter.
Yeah, you know, I know some people don't want to hear it, but the truth is, John Cena is so technically sound.
King, the McMahon family has been promoting fights since the early 20th century. It all started with Mr. McMahon's grandfather, Jess McMahon, who was a prominent matchmaker in both the boxing and wrestling world. And tonight, CM Punk may very well flush the near 100-year legacy down the toilet.
Oh, man, without a WWE Championship to promote, I don't know what Mr. McMahon would do. That title is why everybody in the locker room works so hard. They want to go. And without it, there's not much of a reason to compete. I'm afraid to say it, but I fear for WWE's future if CM Punk wins.
And so much is at stake. If that happens, King, if CM Punk wins, 4 generations of McMahon promoters will potentially see their legacies obliterated.
Well, you'd have to assume that there are plans in place for a 5th generation to make its mark on the industry. Of course, all that's in jeopardy here tonight. You know, I agree that Mr. McMahon is doing everything in his power to keep this title here. What I don't agree with is how Mr. McMahon put extra pressure on John Cena over the outcome of this match.
You know, come on, Vince McMahon did say that, hey, I take calculated risks. That's how I created my empire. But he did admit that he's afraid that John Cena won't beat CM Punk here tonight. He did what he had to do to secure Punk a deal, but it didn't happen.
Well, I just think there's a better way of going about the whole situation. But we'll find out soon enough.
We've seen some pretty intense hometown crowds over the years. Shawn Michaels at the 1997 Royal Rumble immediately comes to mind.
Yes.
And it seems every time we're in North Carolina, people go crazy for Ric Flair. Woo! The same can be said for Stone Cold Steve Austin in Texas. And heck, the entire country of Canada always got behind Bret Hart in his day.
Yeah, but you know what? None of that compares to this tonight, Cole. CM Punk has taken the Chicago crowd to a whole new level. This is insane. I mean, you know, I wonder if listening to this crowd here tonight is giving CM Punk second thoughts about leaving. Great offense by John Cena. John Cena with the offense. This is a weird feeling. I don't know if I have ever experienced anything like this. This crowd is going nuts.
Well, here in Chicago, CM Punk is called a hero. But in other places, he's called a rebel, an anarchist, or simply a traitor. People have called him selfish and jealous. And
the official continuing his count toward 10. And he gets back in the ring. He's not exactly popping up to his feet here.
Well, what do you expect, Michael? Did you see what just happened?
Woo, a little showboating going on here.
You want to know what I don't understand? He couldn't make it.
And here we go. Will this be CM Punk's ultimate moment to disgrace WWE? Will he leave the company with the 50-year legacy of the WWE title?
I wouldn't doubt it for a minute, Cole. CM Punk always seems to get the job done when the pressure's on. And this hometown crowd is certainly going to do their part. You know that.
Well, without a doubt, King. I just saw a sign that said, if CM Punk loses, we riot.
I don't care if you are 5 years old. Every young man that has dreams of stepping into a WWE ring has dreams of one day becoming the WWE champion. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Triple H said the same thing once, that if you are not in this business to be the WWE champion, you might as well go home.
Look at that, Cole. Boy, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
And John Cena finds himself in a fight. A bigger fight than he may have even expected.
Well, I don't know about that. Cena's no fool. He knew this one wasn't going to be easy. I think after that, I'd be searching in my tights for a white flag I could wave. This is a weird feeling. I don't know if I have ever experienced anything like this. This crowd is going nuts.
Well, here in Chicago, CM Punk is called a hero. But in other places, he's called a rebel, an anarchist, or simply a traitor. People have called him selfish and jealous and delusional. The one thing we do know is CM Punk has refused to sign the latest contract offer to stay with the company. At midnight tonight, CM Punk is leaving WWE, and he may be doing it with the WWE title.
Well, we're going to find out, but I don't know how smart it is to say no to one of the most lucrative contracts ever put on the table by Mr. McMahon. You want to know what I don't understand? It's this following. I don't understand all the fans that follow CM Punk when what he is saying is, if he wins this big match tonight, he's turning his back on all these people and leaving.
The problem is Chicagoans are a very proud people. We see it here tonight. And what is ironic is Chicago has been a great WWE city, perhaps the best over the last 40 or 50 years.
Yeah, Michael, but what a slap in the face it would be tonight if he wins and says, goodbye, everybody. I just don't get it.
Neither do I, King. I wonder if the crowd here in Chicago would change their tune if CM Punk walks away. You'd have to think they'd be upset over their hometown hero walking away, or maybe not. I don't know. This entire situation is just so complex.
You know, I agree that Mr. McMahon is doing everything in his power to keep this title here. What I don't agree with is how Mr. McMahon put extra pressure on John Cena over the outcome of this match.
You know, come on, Vince McMahon did say that, hey, I take calculated risks. That's how I created my empire. But he did admit that he's afraid that John Cena won't beat CM Punk here tonight. He did what he had to do to secure Punk a deal, but it didn't happen.
Well, I just think there's a better way of going about the whole situation. But we'll find out soon enough. What a counter that was.
King, the McMahon family has been promoting fights since the early 20th century. It all started with Mr. McMahon's grandfather, Jess McMahon, who was a prominent matchmaker in both the boxing and wrestling world. And tonight, CM Punk may very well flush the near 100-year legacy down the toilet.
Oh, man, without a WWE Championship to promote, I don't know what Mr. McMahon would do. That title is why everybody in the locker room works so hard. They want the gold. And without it, there's not much of a reason to compete. I'm afraid to say it, but I fear for WWE's future if CM Punk wins.
And so much is at stake if that happens, King. If CM Punk wins, 4 generations of McMahon promoters will potentially see their legacies obliterated.
Well, you'd have to assume that there are plans in place for a 5th generation to make its mark on the industry. Of course, all that's in jeopardy here tonight.
John Cena is doing everything in his power to ensure the WWE Championship stays in WWE. No matter how much John Cena pushes, these fans will still back CM Punk in the end.
Well, I think he has brainwashed these fans, and he may have brainwashed himself too, because when he walks out of here, suddenly he's unemployed. I mean, he may win, but yeah, Punk, I guess paychecks are overrated.
You know, listen, King, I've been the most ardent supporter of CM Punk throughout his career.
Right.
But I've got to draw the line here tonight. What he's trying to do just isn't right. Mr. McMahon did say earlier, and he was dead on, John Cena brought this upon himself. Cena begged for Mr. McMahon to reinstate Punk, to put himself in this position here tonight.
What? Okay, you know what? That's an argument. You can't say that John Cena brought this upon himself by doing the right thing. John Cena was doing what he thought was the right thing, and if this is the outcome, this is what happened. Then he's only got himself to blame.
Sometimes when you try to play hero, it doesn't always turn out the way you expect. That's all I'm trying to say.
I don't like the way this is starting to look, Cole. I'm not sure John Cena can overcome having the fate of the entire company on his shoulders. Can you imagine if he loses here to Punk?
You know, we asked that same question earlier tonight on social media. More than 5,000 comments were posted in just under 2 hours, and all the posts can be summed up.
Incredible counter. In the 50-year history of this company, only 40 men have held the honor of being called WWE Champion. And it all started with Buddy Rogers in 1963.
And we can't forget the men who came after Buddy Rogers. The likes of Bruno Sammartino, Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, The Undertaker, Edge, Randy Orton, and that man, John Cena.
Oh, man, so many big names have held the WWE Championship. It is the symbol of this company. It is everything to the McMahon family.
And it may all be washed away here tonight by that man, CM Punk.
Great counter.
Great reversal.
Look at CM Punk here.
Punk fighting for the submission hold again. And there it is. CM Punk's locked the Anaconda Vice back on. I don't believe the destruction we're seeing.
This guy's just going from one painful move to another. Hey, he's going for it again. Look at this, it's locked in. This is not the position you want to be in.
And he breaks the hold. I guess he wants to try something else.
I don't know what more you'd want to do to another man. We got a cover.
2, 3.
Oh my God! What? Oh my God!
CM Punk has won.
Here is your winner and new WWE Champion, CM Punk.
I cannot believe this. CM Punk has won the WWE Championship.
Mr. McMahon is in shock. In 1 hour, CM Punk is no longer an employee of the WWE, and he's going to leave as WWE Champion.
What is Mr. McMahon going to do?
Stop it! Stop the music! Stop it! Stop it right now! Cut that! Cut it, music! Cut it! Cut that music! Cut it! All right, give me Alberto Rider. Come on, cash it in. Get Alberto Rider now. Come on, let's go. Get
Del Rio, the Money in the Bank winner, and Del Rio's going to come down and try to cash it in for the title.
Oh, look out!
Desperate times for Mr. McMahon, but Punk caught him with a roundhouse kick. Del Rio is down and out.
And so is Mr. McMahon.
The referee never rang the bell. Del Rio never had an opportunity to cash in the contract.
And look, Punk is actually leaving.
Mr. McMahon's 50-year legacy of the WWE Championship has gone up in smoke.
Look at poor Mr. McMahon. What's he going to do? This is awful.
CM Punk in trouble. John Cena, STF again. Look at McMahon, he's coming for the bell. And CM Punk, GTS connecting. Oh my God. In 1 hour and 14 minutes, CM Punk is no longer an employee of WWE. CM Punk is going to leave Chicago with the WWE Championship.
As promised, CM Punk left WWE that night in a blaze of glory, with the championship around his waist and a heartbroken John Cena in the ring. But with the title ripped from its home, what would WWE do? That question was answered the next night on Raw, when an 8-man tournament was set up to crown a new WWE champion.
It is indeed a momentous night on Monday Night Raw. We